the one that does the preaching here, for those who care to listen. Now, if there's anything that I can do...
Well, there's one thing you can do. Tell me why nobody around here will listen to me.
Well, if you want people to listen, you've got to tell them what they want to hear.
I told them the truth.
That's the last thing that most people want to hear.
Oh my God, this just keeps getting worse.
Freedom! 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 Freedom!
Welcome back to TMZ Live. We have to talk about something that honestly has enraged both of us, and I know just from looking online, thousands and thousands of other people. It is a reaction to the terrorist attack by Hamas that started on Saturday and which has now put Israel at war. This is what the Black Lives Matter Chicago chapter, and I want to emphasize that it is the Chicago chapter, that posted this yesterday. And you saw it yesterday evening, called me because you couldn't believe what you were seeing, but it is an image of a paraglider with the Palestinian flag flying off of his chute. And it says underneath it, "I stand with Palestine." Now, the caption, I think, also bears, because the caption to me is defiantly saying, I know what your reaction is going to be to this. And the caption says, "That is all."
Yeah, this is BS.
That is it.
This is BS. So that paraglider, by the way, the paragliders are the ones who flew into Israel and they decapitated babies, shot and killed babies, raped women, killed women, took hostages, slaughtered families in their homes. These are disgusting, vile terrorists. That's all they are. And that picture, the reason we know about the paragliders is Hamas. They're the ones that released the video of the paragliders because they were so proud of the carnage. And Black Lives Matter in Chicago embraced the killing of Jews. They are they are Hitler-esque. They are a Hitler-esque organization to do something like that. Period. These are Nazis, essentially, trying to exterminate Jews, and they are embraced by Black Lives Matter in Chicago. It is disgusting.
Yeah, the statement, "I stand with Palestine," has nothing to do with those paragliders. Nothing.
Nothing.
The paragliders
Nothing.
were terrorists,
Nothing.
and they wanted the world to know the terror that they were unleashing. And so why...
This is anti-Semitic. They want to exterminate Jews, and the Black Lives Matter movement in Chicago.
What is stunning to me is that the Black Lives Matter organization on the national level has not denounced this.
They have said nothing.
Because it is damaging. It is incredibly damaging.
How do you not...
Whatever credibility, and Black Lives Matter has had its issues over the last few years as far as credibility and people feeling like there were the allegations of embezzlement and all of that. So they've had their issues. This is a death knell to the Black Lives Matter movement if this is what they're going to espouse.
The organization.
And that the organization, the national organization, isn't saying I do not understand why there's not.
When we were talking on the phone last night, that was the first thing we said is, what are they doing?
And I started searching online, like,
and they weren't, and they didn't do anything.
And up to this point that we're recording this, there has been nothing.
Black Lives Matter did something stupid again. So Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrisse Cullors called for the end of Israel at Harvard. Our generation's South Africa.
The other thing I'll say is Palestine is our generation's South Africa.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And if we don't step up boldly and courageously to end the imperialist project that's called Israel, we're doomed. And I think that I had learned about Palestine for a long time. I had known about it, been wanting to travel, and I was really, really grateful when the Dream Defenders asked me to come on the delegation. But nothing would have prepared me for the level of militarization and the level of violence that we would witness those 10 days inside of Palestine. Nothing would have prepared me for the ways in which we witness people's terror people live in terror on a daily basis. And nothing would have prepared me for how much clarity I would have on why we have to be a part of Palestinian solidarity.
You've got to see who shows up at the UN Council on this day. They didn't expect this.
Israel, the occupying power, continues with its colonial policy and its daily violations. It continues to abuse, to arbitrarily detain, to carry out ethnic cleansing, steal land and natural resources, uproot trees, steal money. Israeli activity to Judaize Jerusalem, demolition of homes, confiscation of land and property, spoiling of natural resources.
Racist violations perpetrated by Israel.
Israel continues to commit various forms of human rights violations in Palestine.
Israel, the occupying power, is advancing in its efforts of mass colonization and continued apartheid. Put an end to this colonialist regime.
Apartheid, atrocities and massive destruction inflicted on the Palestinian people.
War crimes, crimes against humanity, ethnic cleansing and state terror.
Thank you. United Nations Watch.
Shukran Sayyid Rais. I take the floor on behalf of the UN Watch. My name is Mus'ab Hassan Youssef. I grew up in Ramallah as a member of Hamas. I address the words to the Palestinian Authority, which claims to be the sole legitimate representative of the Palestinian people. I ask, where does your legitimacy come from? The Palestinian people did not elect you, and they did not appoint you to represent them. You are self-appointed. Your accountability is not to your own people. This is evidenced by your own total violation for their human rights. In fact, the Palestinian individual and their human development is the least of your concerns. You kidnap Palestinian students from campus and torture them in your jails. You torture your political rivals. The suffering of the Palestinian people is the outcome of your selfish political interest. You are the greatest enemy of the Palestinian people. If Israel did not exist, you would have no one to blame. Take responsibility for the outcome of your own actions. You fan the flames of conflict to maintain your abusive power. Finally, you use this platform to mislead the international community, to mislead the Palestinian society, to believe that Israel is responsible for the problems you create. Thank you.